Hi everybody, in this video we're going to find the sine of alpha over 2 given a trig ratio of alpha. Our problem says find sine alpha over 2 if cotangent of alpha is 4.164 and alpha is in quadrant 1. We're going to round the answer to 4 decimal places. Let's start by taking a look at cotangent of alpha. Cotangent of alpha is 4.164. To find alpha, I'm going to use the cotan inverse. To find the inverse, I'm going to jump into Desmos, open the keyboard, go to the functions, and in the inverse trig functions, I'm going to select cotan inverse. I'll put in 4.164, and it says our value is 0.23569. Because sine alpha over 2 is plus or minus the square root of 1 minus cosine of alpha over 2, we need to find the value of cosine of alpha. Cosine of 0.23569 will be 0.972353. Plugging that in, I have sine of alpha over 2 is plus or minus the square root of 1 minus 0.972353 over 2. Since alpha is in quadrant 1, alpha over 2 is also going to be in quadrant 1. This says sine will be positive. Let's go back to Desmos so I can show you how to find our final solution. In Desmos, I'll put the square root. Then I'll put parentheses 1 minus 0.97235. I'll divide that by 2, and we get a solution of 0.1175797, which I will call 0.1176. We can also check our solution by finding sine of alpha over 2 using the alpha we found from the cotan inverse. This says I would type in the sine of 0.23569 divided by 2. Again, we get 0.1176. The reason that we can't always just use the sine inverse and divide by 2 is there could be different signs depending on the quadrant of alpha and alpha over 2. So while the calculator is helpful, it can't do everything because it can't read the problem and make the interpretation that we need to do.